Good evening, friends. This is my first live. This is technically my second live because yesterday I did my first live and it not turned out well, so I deleted that because there was a squeaking sound. It was not clearly audible. So I'm hoping this time you will be able to hear me. Let me know if you have any issues. I'm not expecting many people because I have very little followers. But I would like to see if somebody is watching. Okay, so today I want to talk about knit fabrics. Knit fabrics are the fabrics which are made by the knitting process. So it has little bit of stretchability depending on the way it is made. So if you think about the what is other kind of fabric, it is woven fabric. So that is like you have a thread going like this and you have a thread going like this. So the usual we hand woven are woven like that. So same thing when you buy fabric, it can be made by machine. So that is called woven fabric. The knit is, and when I say sewing with knit fabric, I am going to speak about the knit fabrics made by machines. I'm not talking about the knitting process they do at home. No, that's not the one that I'm talking. This is all machine made knits. But the difference is the way it is made. So the way it is made, it is knitted together, it gives a little bit of stretchability. So that is the major difference. Woven fabrics are stiff, they don't move. They ideally should not move, especially unless you are pulling it through the 45-degree angle. Okay, so let's get that is the knit fabrics. Then there are different kinds of knit fabrics depending on how it is made. And inherently, when it is a knit fabric, it has a little bit of stretchability, or you get a little bit space for expansion. That is knit. Okay, so what manufacturers do is that they add a little bit more spandex into it. Especially what you hear as lycra is a trademark spandex. They add it and give it extra stretchability. So that's what we do. So there are different kind of fabrics like that. Okay, so that is one thing about knit fabric. Now I have so today I want to talk about few things I made with knit fabrics. I said this is all about making a baby newborn beanie. So this is a beanie that I made. Okay, so it has two kind of clothes, though the color is same. I got fabrics of two types in this one. So I'll show you. So this is a part of this. This is called French terry. So this is 100% cotton which I got. Some manufacturers make it with a little bit of spandex. Then they'll mention it in the description. So you can see that the stretchability part is not much, but still, yes, it is 100% because there's no spandex added in this one. Okay, because I was sewing for a newborn, I wanted it to be 100% cotton. I didn't want anything extra with this. So this is French terry. The other fabric that I have used, I use the this is called rib knit. This is a rib knit 2x2 fabric. So if you look at it, you can see it carefully. Sorry, I'm using since I have less followers, I'm using desktop to go live. So that is the thing. Okay, so here if you see the rib knit, it has quite a bit of stretchability. Okay, so because of its stretchability, I'm using it to form for the baby beanie. So this is so and you also see that this kind of fabric, when you start noticing all this soft baby clothes, you can see that this kind of fabric this kind of fabric is there in the neck bands or in the cuffs, even the angle side and all those pieces. You see this kind of fabric. So this is called a rib knit, and this particular fabric is 2x2 rib knit. So it has a little bit of stretchability. So this is the part. Okay, so now I showed you I made this beanie. I made another beanie. I enjoyed the process. It's a very cute process. Once you get out of the fear of the doing something new. And same thing, same fabric. I just added an applique here. This applique is from a old t-shirt which my daughter had. So I thought it will be very cute to have a cat here. I love this applique. I stuck it with the fabric paint. Probably I'll do a little bit hand sewing. I'm thinking about it. But this is with the Fevicryl fabric gum. I have used it here. Okay. So that is one. Now, and I made cute mittens with this. Same thing. Here I have the French terry fabric, and here I have the rib knit. So that, They can expand it like this, put it, and then it will be snug fit here. Okay. The baby is yet to be born, so I'm excited to see that it is some baby will be wearing this. Okay. So now, where did I get this fabric? I got both these fabrics from the website called hpsingfabrics.com. So it's a relatively new fabric online website. I've never purchased it. This was my first purchase. Okay. So there, when you purchased they were only selling it as per kg. Okay, so that was a problem. So I had to. So these fabrics come in a tube shape like this. I had to purchase 1 kg of this shape like this. I had to purchase 1 kg of this 1 kilogram of this French terry knit as well as the rib knit to make these beanies. I was excited about the experiment push, and so I got it. And I was also not sure how much is the amount of fabric that is going to come to me when I purchase 1 kg. That is why I went ahead and purchased the 1 kg. Now I got, so this is a small tube. I think the width is almost this much, like it will come twice the size. I got around 4 meter of both fabric, almost 4 meter, you don't, not considering the width, almost 4 meter of both fabric. So I have a lot of fabric left, and it's in grain color, but it's okay. I would try to make leggings or something out for my kids. Okay. So I'm at to experiment all those things. So that is what I'm thinking, or making some newborn beanie. Apart from all this, that is what I'm thinking. Okay. So now, how much did I pay? I paid 900 rupees each for 1 kg. Okay, so I will put those links in the description so that you can watch. Okay, both, so that you don't get confused, like if you want to make something similar, or you want to have a clue. And because and the shipping was free, and it was a very fast shipping. I like the customer care. They called me and they sent me an email, and they called me, and they sent it by delivery. Probably they shipped it in 2 to 3 days, which was very fast as per me. So they processed the order very fast, and it came in a very well package. So I was pretty happy with my purchase. Yeah, it is expensive, because I'm sure that there'll be somewhere, if you know the right vendors, you may be able to get it in half the price. But at this point, because of the COVID-19 situation, I won't be able to go out in search of vendors for that. If there is someone, if I can find it out, I will be very happy, because definitely there will be many vendors, but it is about finding the right vendor. So I went and got it. Okay. And also another reason for choosing HP fabrics was I heard good reviews from about them. Okay. I'm so that's why I ignored, or I did, I risked, or I paid more. Okay. Okay, so that's it now. Okay, so I wish I had some print available. It is not there. And this is a slightly thick cotton. If you think about it, it's a thick one. Okay, so and because especially if you're I think if this one layer can be used as a even nightwear for children like newborns, because I think it will give them a lot of, it will be very cozy on them, because it's little thick. It's not like the normal cotton you get for the newborns. So that's what I'm thinking. Okay, next. Okay, now sewing with knit fabric. What do you need to start? Okay, the first thing you need is a sewing machine. Okay, the sewing machine, it's a normal sewing machine. I like which has a six-stack stitch. That would be the minimum requirement. Okay, is it possible to stitch it with a normal straight stitch machine? It might be possible if you are using a stretch needle. I'm not very sure about it, but that is one possibility that you can try. Like put a stretch thread in the machine, and it will allow the stretchability even if you are doing a straight stitch. I'm not very sure about it, so I won't talk much about it. Okay, so I will tell you, in a normal, when you say domestic machine, the tabletop machine, I have two tabletop machine. So zigzag machine, I have two of them. One is a Singlet Talent 3321, and another I have a Barnett Sew and Go 8. So both have the zigzag machine, stitch. Okay, that can be used. You cannot use a straight stitch on the knit, because if you do that and when the knit fabric stretches, the seams will rip apart, your clothes will come off. You could see that. Okay, now now another thing is that, okay, so you need a sewing machine which has zigzag machine. So in my single talent, I only had a zigzag machine, and I had the overlock stitch that I could use here. In my Bernard Swan Go 8, I have something called as a lightning stitch. Okay, so that is made for, it's a stretch stitch that is for entirely knit fabric. So it's like this. Okay, I'll be doing a video about making this beanie. I'll be doing posting it hopefully soon. Then I'll show you those stitch on my sewing machine. Okay, so that is the first thing. So you have a sewing machine. Next, you need needles, special needles. So each kind of fabric requires its kind of needle, and even in there the size of the needle matters. So here for working with knit fabrics, you need to have something called as a ballpoint needle. Okay, so it's a special kind of needle which is used for knit fabrics. Okay, and there is something called a stretch needle. I'm not sure about it, so again, this is all new to me. I'm trying to teach you what. So ballpoint needle, because otherwise your clothes will get damaged if you use a regular sewing needle, you know what we use for sewing cotton fabric. So that is the most common kind of 90/14 or 75 by universal. Don't use all those needles, you could end up damaging your fabric. So you need a ballpoint needle. Okay, and where do you get it? I saw a Singer ballpoint needle on Amazon, but I got my ballpoint needle. It was a Bernina ballpoint needle. I got it from a local vendor here in Bangalore. Okay, so they can be contacted through Facebook or Instagram. So I can put a link in the description sometime soon. Okay, and I will try to link the Amazon link in the link for the whatever I saw online. Okay, so read the reviews, because sometimes when the buyers say it is ballpoint pen, it may not be ballpoint pen. So I would say that stick with reliable vendors, or where you know that it is a ballpoint pen. So even if it is expensive, so I paid for 5 needles 1,000 rupees. So it's an expensive investment. So think through it and buy the right one. Okay. So we talked about okay. Then if you have another way is using a serger, or what is called as an overlock machine, but I certainly don't have access to an overlock machine. I do have a plan to buy overlock machine, but I don't know. I mean, as long as I can't go out and meet the vendors and look at the machine, I don't want to buy a overlock machine. I would like to have a Juki or a Brother overlock machine, but that is to be done in the future. Yeah, because I do run a small online business shop, home decor, baby clothes kind of thing. So I would like to have a overlocker. Otherwise also I like the finish given by the overlocker. But yeah, you can manage without that also. But when I was sewing, okay, that's what. Okay, now okay, thread. I used the normal polyester spade polyester thread that we are using for doing woven. I did not change anything. Both my top thread and bobbin thread was the normal spade. I always use spade. I found that the quality of the thread matters, and I prefer spade unless I'm not getting the right color. Otherwise, I always try to use a spade, Madara coat spade polyester thread, whatever is locally available in your shop. Okay, now over to this beanie. So yeah, I showed you this. Okay, so how did I make this? What pattern? So there is a YouTube channel called Sweet Red Poppy. I can't remember the name, but so she had a free beanie pattern. I used that. I printed it out on a paper. I will. It was a free pattern. I had to download it, so I will again put the link in the description. Now, what I did was I printed out the. Sorry, I don't have the paper cutting. So basically, it is a round with a long extended cloth. Okay, I'll try to put a picture of it in the video I'm doing. Okay, so basically, it is like this. It has a shape like this, which has an extended. So my the circle is not that perfect. Okay, So I, after sewing that shape, I just tied a knot here. Okay, so here I, what I did was, as I said, the lightning stitch. I used the lightning stitch here to sew this, and I did an overlock stitch here to secure it. So it's like a double seam. Okay, here I just did the overlock thing. Okay, so here I just folded the fabric, so one side here, stitch one side, and I did an overlock here. This one, can I think I'm trying to show you. Okay, this is my overlock stitch, and this knit fabrics, the thread doesn't unravel. So yeah, so here is the thing. So the pattern would be and you can see the stretchability of this is here. This is the part. So I'm hoping that this will give the stretchability, and also it will give a snug fit on the baby. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so somewhere soon, in a few days, I will be putting out the video in which I made this, hopefully soon. Yeah, I will be putting a link to that in the description once it is ready. Yeah, yeah, that's all. If you have any kind of doubts, please put a comment here. I know I don't have many subscribers, but if you have any doubts, or if you are still hesitant about starting sewing with knits, because knits open a very wide open world to you. Like, if you can make baby clothes like this, I think that's a very cute thing, right? Especially newborns, they wear this cotton clothes, soft cotton clothes. Okay, so please put a comment here. Okay, so I'll be stopping this live now. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe the video, and please follow me. I don't have much followers. Please follow me, so that I will be encouraged to share some of more information with you. Yeah, my daughter is banging on the door, so I think I'll stop it. Thank you for watching. Thanks. Good night.